In this video we'll learn about type conversion. So type conversion converts one type of data type to another data type. So I am going to first take the implicit type of conversion. So in implicit type, the Python interpreter automatically converts the data type to another data type. So let's make a new num. Okay, let's take num new equals num int, or let's say num float plus num int. So it will automatically being converted. Okay, so let's print the type of num new. So you can see here it is showing it as float. So Python interpreter automatically converted it. So now let me make a string also here. Let's take num underscore string equals 1 2 3. If I do here like a string, so it will give an error because it is not possible. Okay, it will give type error because one is string and one is a floating point number. So for this we have to do explicit type of conversion. Okay, so explicit type of conversion is used to convert the data type of an object to required data type. So let's take an example over here. Let's take num underscore int as 10, and then I am going to print the type of num int. Okay, so now let's convert it to float. Okay, so I am going to take the variable name as num underscore float equals, I am going to explicitly put float num underscore int. So now when I type see the type of this num float, it will show me the new type. Okay, let's take a num underscore float. So let's run it. So you can see it is giving the output as float. So let's take another one. Let's make a variable gravity equals to 9.81. Okay, so let's convert it to a integer. So I am going to just print the int of gravity. So when I run it, so it is showing the output as 9. So you understood the concept. So similarly we can give it like this, float of let's say 6. So the integer value will be converted to floating point number. Similarly we can also do it for the floating point number. I am going to convert 33.33. so you can see it is giving the output as an integer. Similarly we can put a minus sign also. When we run it, it will give minus 33 as the output. So let's convert a integer to string over here. Okay, so I am going to just put num underscore int equals 10. So now let's take a num underscore string equals string of num underscore int. So I am explicitly converting num underscore string. So let's run it. So you can see the output as 10. Similarly we can also make it a floating point number, float of, I am going to put a string of 7.77. so when I run it, it is giving no error because it has been converted to a floating point number. But if I type like this, int of let's say 1p, so this will give an error because you can do like this, you can convert a string to integer. Okay, so this is possible. If I have removed the p, then you can do that. Similarly we can do it for set also. Print set of, I am converting the list. Okay, so you get a set, the list has been converted to set. Similarly I am going to take a tuple, print, let's take a tuple. So I am converting a set to a tuple. So let's run it. So you can see it is converted to a tuple. Similarly let's convert a string to list. Okay, list of, let's say, hello. So let's run. So you can see the string is converted to a list.